Hello investors and traders, and welcome to the weekly market report with the market guys. I'm AJ Monty. Here it is, April 1st, 2016, and the market was up this week. Yes, that's not an April Fool's joke. That's exactly what happened. We pulled back last week to the point where I said it would, but today we closed with a bullish engulfing pattern on higher volume right at a resistance point. So what that means for the Dow is that there's a good chance next week we will break out of that resistance high and go higher. So I'm going to remove these lines from last week, and I'll leave my current lines so that we can analyze them next week. And remember, when you see a bullish engulfing pattern on higher volume, there's an 80% chance that it will break out. So we're looking more optimistic for the coming week. If I look at the spiders, ticker symbol SPY, you'll see the same exact pattern, a bullish engulfing pattern on higher volume. So once again, I will remove my lines, and then I will redraw that trend line for next week. So we're going to remove that from last week. And we are going to look for a breakout next week. So I'm going to draw that line for you right there. I think we're going to go higher, and we might retest that resistance high right there, but right now it's looking more bullish for next week than bearish. If we look at a more broad-based index through the Russell 2000, that's ticker symbol RUT, we don't see a bullish engulfing pattern, but my guess is that we will continue to move higher with the rest of the markets. So I'm going to remove my lines from last week, and I believe that we will go up to test the downtrend line. That's what I think we'll see for next week, is a move up higher to retest that downtrend line. We'll have to see whether or not that line holds and we go back down. But right now, again, for the Russell 2000, like the spiders, like the diamonds, we're more bullish for next week. If we look at the Qs, ticker symbol QQQ, it's the power shares, basically represents the NASDAQ market. We have another bullish engulfing pattern. You see all of the engulfing patterns are right across the board, so there's a good chance that we will go up to fill the gap. I don't think we're going to break out of any kind of resistance highs here. I think we're simply going to go to the gap fill point, and then we can reevaluate once that gap fills. Again, bullish engulfing pattern on higher volume. If we look at the VIX, ticker symbol VIX, that's the volatility index for the S&P. You'll see that we have a bearish engulfing pattern. Remember, we have an inverse relationship here between the S&P and the VIX. So what I think we can see for next week, and I'm going to have to adjust my chart, I think we can go to lower levels. In order for me to find another support level, I'm going to have to go to the weekly chart, and I'm going to draw from these lows right here. I take that low, connect it to these lows, draw right out, just like that. I'll drop the line, I'll erase this line, and then I'll zoom in for you so you can get a better idea of what we're going to see for the VIX. I think we will drop and then possibly bounce. So this is where I'm going to call a bounce on the VIX. But all bets are off for any short positions at this particular point, because a bearish VIX is bullish for the short term for the S&P. If you'd like to learn more about some of the things I've mentioned, simply go to themarketguys.com. You can click on the video tab right there at the top of the page, and it will bring you to a library of short videos that we call market shots. One of the things I'd like you to pay most attention to is trading the gap. I mentioned that when I talked about the Qs, and it's important for you to understand how gaps trade and the 80% rule with regard to reversing price action once the gap fills. So this is AJ Monty with the Market Guys. Thanks for joining. We'll talk to you soon. So long.
This video segment is a small part of what the Market Guys offer through their educational products and services. If you are interested in any of our trade alert services, or you would like more information about our one-on-one mentoring program, simply contact us at info@themarketguys.com.